So, you know what? After so many years of doing YouTube, I think this is actually the first time I'm doing a video just me, without the voices in my head. Why? What's going on? Garbro is away, battling the IRS. I'm only joking. No, he's actually away just this week, and I thought, you know what, because we weren't able to do anything last week, I'll do something. And you know what, there's a lot of stuff that I need to talk about, and I feel like this is more of like an updates video, just to let you guys know what's going on, why there's next to no videos, all that sort of stuff. Because I see a lot of people asking, it's like, what's going on? Why what's going on here? What's going on here? And I think I'm going to upload this video on Unhinged as well, because a lot of people seem to be like, what's happened? Where's Megan? What's all this? So the first thing that's happened is this happened actually like a couple months ago now, if I be honest with you. So, not a couple. So we had another child. We had baby Sid, and he is doing great. So he is now. The only problem that we have is, so first week, how old is he now? He's 4 weeks old now. First week he was amazing, really great, went really well. Second week he started getting some stomach issues. Third week we put him on this like low lactose milk. It turns out he's completely lactose intolerant, it looks like, because his stomach's in tatters, like genuinely, which is a bit of a shame, but he's getting better. That's the important thing. Like, you know, honestly, touch a colic, I would say. But bar that, like, you know, he is getting better, and we are working there. You know, that's all I can say. It's been a hard couple of weeks, though. I'll be honest with you. First week was sweet. First week went really no issue whatsoever. But he's having so many problems with his stomach at the minute. It's insane. I would say last week he was crying minimum. I would say maybe minimum 3 hours a day he was crying, like non-stop. And again, that's just because he's got a bad stomach. So, but we are getting there, and his crying is greatly reduced, and he is feeling a lot better. Like, at one stage he was pure lead, he was pure beetroot lead, but his wee stomach's just causing him so much grief, and he can't handle it. So, you know, and he is improving, and life is getting a lot easier, because if any of you guys know what it's like handling like an ill infant, it is not fun at all. They just need a lot of attention and a lot of care, and a lot of times whenever you're trying to work with them, there's not much you can do. If they've got a bad stomach, you can't give them any Calpol, you can't help them very much. And it's sad to say, like, you know, that's one thing that kind of got me. I was feeling to myself, I thought, like, you know, the second time around, am I not better at this? It's like, no, it's not that you're not better at it, it's you just need a bit more. He's just a different baby, you know what I mean? And all babies are different, you know. But bar that, like, you know, we're doing really well. We're doing really well. The other businesses are really working, you know, which is always nice. It's always nice not to have money issues. Like, you know, like, you guys know how it is. Like, you know, especially if you work online, there's no guaranteed income with anything that you do, and it just feels good. Like, you know, at least if this is going hard, then, you know, it's one less thing to worry about, which is always great. So, you know, that's nice. And there's a few other things. So that's more personal issues. But where's Megan? Where's Megan? Megan's on Unhinged. She's only on Unhinged, and that is on neckbeardy.co.uk. If you guys don't know, we had a bit of a problem with Gumroad. We were on Gumroad for about a year and a half. Now, this is paywall, by the way. It's like $7.50 a month, and you get a video a week. And you know what? There's stuff that we could never do on YouTube. And you know what? There's so much. I feel very jaded with YouTube. Like, you know, the longer I've done YouTube, originally I loved YouTube, and I still do love YouTube, if I be honest with you. It gave me... It's put me into where I am today, and I feel like without it, I wouldn't be. Have any of you guys seen the movie Mr. Nobody? It's a movie, Mr. Nobody, and it's got Jared Leto in it. It's a really good movie, and it goes through this man's life, and it's all different what ifs and what different possibilities of if he'd done this, if he'd done that, what would have happened if X, Y, and Z happened instead. And it's a really good movie, and I'd really recommend you to watch it. And I sometimes think about that movie, and I really do genuinely believe that, for me anyway, I think I'm in my best timeline. That everything that could have happened, I do not believe that things could have went better in my life, you know. And I think it's a good movie to watch, and I think it's worth watching, because it does really make you think, and it makes you think more about the choices that you make in life. And I think that's something that most people, it's a great movie. You can find it online really easily. It's from like 2009, so I'd really check that one out. So, Megan's on Unhinged, so we stopped doing YouTube, like, you know, the Terminally Online channel, like, you know, maybe about 2 months ago, and the reason why we stopped doing it is because we just don't have enough time. There's just not enough time in the day to be able to keep up with, you know, 2 kids, and for me to run everything else, and it's just, there's only so much that we can do. Another channel that is more or less abandoned is our text-to-speech archive channel. However, I did upload the old guardsman party. It's the last part, though there is an epilogue, and the epilogue is finished, so I'm going to be editing that today, and hopefully I'll get that out in the next couple of days. So that is the official end of the old guardsman party. And you know what, I'm actually kind of sad about it, because again, the old guardsman party, without the old guardsman party, I don't know if my old channel would have taken off, and I don't know if I would have been able to transform it all. You know, I don't know if it would have worked out, and it did because of that. Another big thing that you really you have to check out now. Sorry, this is a bit of shilling, but it's worth shilling. So I actually have the models. Hold on, I'm going to get them out here, even though I dropped the dock. Oh, and I'm missing Tink's head, so I am, because Ozzy fucking dropped him. But I printed them out, and I'm planning on starting them in the next few days. I'm currently working on a Mordheim word band, so I am as well. So they're ahead of the queue at the minute, but I'm still like doing the modelling process on them. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm getting them out, but I'm just going to look at them while I talk about them. So the All Guardsman Party do have a line of models. You can get them on Kickstarter. However, Shoggy will be putting them out completely for free. However, I would seriously recommend to, honestly, it helps Shoggy out to no end. Commissioning these models costs a ton of money. Again, I mean a ton of money. Models don't come cheap in designing, and they got some really, look, trust me, they're expensive. That's all I can really tell you. I don't know how much you paid for each model individually, but I can tell you that I paid, let me see, what's this in dollars, by the way? So I paid £600 for each. So I paid 1,200 on me and Megan's STL file. So 600 Great British pounds to USD. Let's see, how much is that? So that's 760, and he's got like 10, 11 of them. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's about easily £8,000 or $8,000 he's paid, which I think is a crowdfunding goal anyway, so that'll be him getting his money back out from what he's produced, you know. And again, it helps him out to no end, so it does. Honestly, as I say, I don't think he's making money off it. I think he's more just getting the money back from what he put into it. So again, that's one thing. How many days is it left? Let me go on 1 second here, guys. Sorry, connect the starter. Let's see. Oh, guys, some pretty 3D printed models. Let's go down, and they still have 8 days left to go. So definitely go ahead, check that out. You know, one of those ones I would say you're mad not to. Even if you don't have a 3D printer, if you just enjoyed the story, I think it's worth it. And I'm sure you could find someone to print out some of the models. You know, you will be able to find someone, I think, online that'll print out some of the models. That is another thing actually. So moving across from the All Guards Party. So what have we talked about so far? We've talked about Baby Sid, how he's getting along. Again, not been easy, but we are getting there, and it is improving. But yeah, it's been hard. That's all I can really say. Megan, currently somewhat retired from YouTube. She only does neckbearder.co.uk, unhinged, £7.50 a month, and you get a video a week, and I really enjoy them because again, they're stuff that we would never normally do. All Guardsman Party, last part is up. Why have you, if you're only hearing about this now, just turn this video off and go watch it. Trust me, you won't trust me, just go do it. After that, All Guardsman Party, the Kickstarter, that's the thing. If you want to sort Shoggy out with a couple quid, I would say go for it. What's next? What else do I need to talk about? Oh, deck of triggers, so my own one. So the artwork is finished for the deck of triggers, by the way, guys. It's completely finished. I am now on the point of starting to print. However, the Chinese company that I'm using to get them produced, now it's cost us a lot of money to get the model, get the decks to where we wanted, to the quality that we want. And originally we were quoted for 300 decks. Now they're saying, oh, sorry, we only do 500 decks. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for that. Kind of fucking get as many shekels out of me as you possibly fucking can. So we're going to have a few extra decks. Now I'm going to be dividing up these decks between all of the writers, so I will be. They'll be selling them their own, and they'll be making an extra couple quid. And I don't know how much they're going to be selling them for or what they're doing, all that sort of stuff. But either way, the deck should be getting printed very, very soon. Once I send the money, which I'll be sending the money this week. It is, what week is this? It's currently the 8th of April, the time of recording. I am recording on a Tuesday. So some point this week, so hopefully by Friday, the decks will be ordered. They said it will take about a month for the decks to be produced, and then I don't know how long it's going to take for that to be posted to me. From me, then I'm going to need to send them out myself. Now, the only problem is I'm going to be sending economical post, which is slow post, but it's also postage market is fucking insane at the minute. It is ridiculous. You know, the worst thing is I was looking into getting the decks printed in China and then getting them shipped from China to America. That ain't happening with them tariffs, boys. It will be cheaper if they send me the decks to the UK and then I'll ship them out. Most of the guys I bought are from America anyway, so one of those ones. It's a bit of a pain, but look, it's just the way the world is at the moment, and there's a lot more people having a lot harder time with all the tariffs. I'm not going to bother talking about the tariffs at all because I just can't be arsed talking about them. Honestly, I like, you know, like one of those ones. I just think it's more a game of brinksmanship, if I'll be honest with you, but like that's neither here nor there. What else do I have to talk about? So this is another big one I want to talk about. So I kind of want to talk about my progress with the gym. So you guys know that I've been hard at it the last few months, and I would like to share with you guys some progress pictures. Now, normally I wouldn't post these sort of things because, again, are you guys ready to see what I look like in my underwear? Do you guys want to see that? Well, if you don't want to see it, then you're gonna have to turn off the video, but you're gonna see what I look like in my underwear here, guys. And normally I would not post something like this. Normally I wouldn't bother sharing this sort of thing, but there's been so many guys since me and Garbo have been talking about losing weight and going to the gym and building muscle and all that sort of stuff. There's been at least 30 to 40 other people that have been watching us or talking to us that have started doing it. So I think by me sharing these things, I think it creates a more of a positive impact on, and also it helps show people what is possible. Now, I'll read you out some stats, just so you guys can get a good idea of what's happened and where I am before I start showing pictures. So, 2nd of September, I weighed 18 stone. Today, I weigh, what I weigh exactly? I weighed in this morning at 180, so 180 pounds in stone. So I weigh 12 stone 8 pounds, so I do at the moment. I don't know why Americans don't use stone. Like, it kind of annoys me because you insist, and you don't use thousands either. You all use hundreds. Like, instead of saying 1,200, you'd say 1,200. I don't know. That just annoys me for no good reason. So look, I'll read out my stats. So in total, since all this, I've lost 71 pounds. I have lost 8.2 inches off my stomach. I have lost 6.5 inches off my chest. I have lost 4.5 inches from my legs. I've lost 4 inches from my waist and 1.5 inches from my arms. And here we go. So starting from, well, you guys will see. So on the right hand side is September. That's me at my fattest at 18 stone there. In the middle photos is November, and I weigh 15 stone there. And on the very far left, I weigh 13 stone. I think I weighed in 13 stone that day, so I did. And that was like last week, so it was. And that'll give you guys a good idea of where I am and what I've done. And, you know, I still got a fair bit to go, you know. I'm thinking because I'm doing this, and don't get me wrong, see anyone that tells you weight loss is easy doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. It is a fucking pain in the dick. I'm not even joking. It's just not fun. But once you start doing it, it's not that bad. And once you get used to it, it's really not that bad. And another big thing is, I feel like a lot of people have pitfalls with it is, they had one bad day and they get really depressed with themselves, and it's like, oh, that's it, fucking out the window. One day doesn't fucking matter. One day, big picture. Always look at big picture. Never judge. Like, even if you have a bad week or a bad month, that doesn't matter. What matters is you get back at it. You know what I mean? That's all it really comes down to. Like, you know, here, let me get up my actual stats. So I'll get up my actual weight loss chart, so I will. So you guys can see. Hold on, let me open it up on the phone, and then I'll flash it up on screen for you guys. So first week I lost a ton, but that was mostly border weight anyway. As you can see, pretty good gradual decline, and it was December. See, over Christmas I started getting really fucking ill. Now, it's very hard to lose that much weight and not completely fuck your immune system. Mostly because, like, you know, you do need calories to do a lot of things. You know what I mean? Also, another big thing a lot of people have said, it's like, do you not feel like really like bad? Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, you feel hungry, but the fatter you are to start with, the longer you can go without food. Like, you know, you won't, trust me. Is it shit though? And also another big thing of how much of hunger is physical and how much of it's mental. That's a really hard one to work out. So anyway, I had to go off the diet for a month and I went up a stone. However, most of that is water weight, and I did turbo bulk. Well, I say turbo bulk, I really didn't. I never went over 3,000 calories bar 2 days, and both of them days I was drinking. And also, I never went over that. And also, I went up fucking 40 kg on my deadlift. So, you know, I would say out of that stone that I went up, I probably put on 2 pounds, and I probably put on way more muscle, and a lot more of that was water weight. And it took me about a month to lose that weight again. So I went from, where was I? I can't remember where I was exactly, but I was fluctuating about 14 stone there. And I'm back down now. So I'm currently 12 stone 8. So it's one of those ones, it all comes with time. And nothing when it comes to like weight loss, it's not overnight. It's really not overnight. And it's something you just gotta be willing to bang your head against a wall. Yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to. It's not fun. It's really not fun. But again, I have to do these things and share with you guys, because again, I feel like it has helped more people. Like, you know, there going to be people that's going to take these photos and like be like, oh, look at this dickhead. Well, yeah, like, you know, I mean, like, you know, like, but I think it's going to help more people than anything. So, like, you know, personal feelings aside and all that jazz. Also, I think I'll run, because so many people keep asking me about it, and it means I can just link this video. So what is it? What's the diet about? It's pretty much the diet is like, just cap yourself at a certain calorie count. Say, my hard cap is 2,000 calories, like absolute hard cap. But if I can get lower in a day, I'm going fucking lower. Because again, like, the thing is, the lower calories you go, the faster you lose weight. Now, a lot of people will say, but James, that's not sustainable. For me, what's sustainable is getting results. What sustainability is different to different people. Some people like to go very, very light and be like, no, I'm only going to lose 2 pounds a week, and that's the max I'm going to lose a week, because I want this to be as easy and as, like, think that I'm not on a diet, I'm not on this, I'm not on that. And that's okay. If that's the way you want to do things, that's okay. But I just want to get the fucking results, man. You know what I mean? And if that means, what would you rather have? 2, maybe 3 years of discomfort, or 4 months of absolute fucking agony? Do you know what I mean? For me, I'm taking the 4 months of agony personally. But again, that's just me though, and I think everyone has different ways of doing things, and you got to work out yourself. The only thing I will say is the ultimate, like, the genuine best way to lose weight, it's not any fucking diet. It's actually just a lack of diet. It's genuinely water fasting and focusing on meat. Why focus on meat? Because you need protein. Why do you need protein? Because if you're focusing on super low calories, your body will use actually just as much muscle. It'll waste away your muscle if you're not using it as much as it will your fat. And actually, the body likes fat. The body wants fat. The body wants as much fat as it can fucking get, and it doesn't want to give it up. You have to really fucking force that, and you have to show your body that, no, I need these muscles. These muscles are being used, and that's why you have to be going to the gym if you're going to be doing something like this. I would never recommend this diet. See, if you're someone who cannot stand any form of weightlifting, anything like that, you're not interested in all, that's okay. But you're going to have to up your calories, because otherwise, if you don't, you're going to look fucking anemic. You're going to look like absolute ass. And like, you know, everyone always talks about this. Oh, I want to be able to fit into this size clothing. I want this, I want that. Like, you know, numbers don't mean anything. Oh, I want to weigh 180 pounds. It's what you look like. You know what I mean? The stats don't mean shit. Like, the stats don't mean fucking anything. Like, you know, it's just an indicator of where you are more than anything. Like, you know, don't get so hooked up over the numbers and focus on what you actually look like, you know? So yeah, that's where I am right now. That's a really quick rundown of diet. I'll link my workout down below, so I will, in the description, and I hope that if anyone's interested in it, but it's a wee bit out of date. I need to actually update my numbers on this, so I am. Just saying, I managed to get up to 163 kg trap bar deadlift. Let's see, what's that in pounds for the Americans? So 163 kg in pounds, so that is 360 pounds I got up to on my deadlift, so I'm really happy with that. I think that's pretty sweet. Like, you know, I'm happy with that. Considering whenever I started, I was really still gonna like fucking 80 kg. So, like, you know, what difference is that? Fuck, well, I can be always working that out. Quick math, that ain't for me. So yeah, that's really nice. So, what all updates have we went over? We've talked about Sid. his struggles and difficulties, but we are getting there. We've talked about where Megan is. Megan is only on Unhinged at the minute. And again, why she's only on Unhinged? We don't have the time. You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down to. Like, you know, I would love to be able to do more of YouTube, and I would love, well, the problem is I would love to be able to do more of YouTube that I could actually do without getting fucking banned or blacklisted or whatever, but that's just not the website we have in this current year, you know what I mean? And I don't think we're ever going to see that again, whereas we do kind of have that on netbeauty.co.uk, so that's the thing. The other things are, like, don't worry, me and Garbo are going to be continuing doing stuff on this channel. It's just, we've both been up to our eyes in so much stuff, and, like, you know, honestly, see, when it comes to, like, having a baby and whatnot, like, it's insane. It's and I again, it's one of those ones. I really did think I was getting better at this, but it's a new challenge, juggling an infant that is lactose intolerant and dealing with a toddler as well. No, he's not a toddler, he's 3.5. Like, you know, he's coming up he's closer to 4 than he is 3 now, so he's no longer a toddler, which is sad to say, you know. It is, I don't know, like, one of those ones. It is sad. You know, I love Ozzy at this age. Like, you know, he's very sweet, and I say this about him at every age, you know, and I really don't want him to change, but, like, you know, that's kind of just the nature of kids growing up, isn't it? You know, it makes me feel old. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is actually going on? Like, why is my life moving so quickly? You know, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so we're doing pretty good on that front. Is there anything else for me worth talking about? So the deck of triggers, that is coming along. If you backed it, you should be getting them. So April, I would say we should be getting the decks in end of April, early May, and then whenever they get delivered to me, I'll be delivering them out, and they will take about, because it's economical post, let's see, how long does economical post cost? Royal Mail economical post to America. Time. Up to 6 weeks. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Although the price of post, this is why that's what I wanted to talk about. So yeah, the price of post to America is beyond a joke at the minute. Like, it's bad. It is fucking bad, like, really fucking bad. Like, that's all I can really say about it, and that's part of the reason why I'm stopping the 3D printing with the models and whatnot. But what are we doing? So essentially, I've got all this stock. I've got tons and tons. Well, I don't have that much stock. I've got a fair amount. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting rid of it all. I want to get it all away. I want to get it all sold. And I've got organized stock, and then I've got unorganized stock. And the unorganized stock is like 3 times the size of the organized stock. So what I'm doing is, anytime someone orders a model, so say you go on the website and you get yourself, let's just go Amazon Tribe, right? You go ahead and order yourself that Gladiatrix. I can't even say it. Let me pick one that I can actually fucking say the name. How about that? Let's go with the Bone Gnasher Knoll. So say you want Knoll C. You go ahead, you buy Knoll C. I am then going to give you a random model from the unorganized pile. I'll try and keep it more or less, like, you know, I'll try and keep it similar, but the only thing I'm going to guarantee is no duplicates. So say you order like a handful of models, say you order 5 models, so you get to pick out your first 5 models, and then I'm going to send you an extra 5 of just random models, although I've been sending more than that. But the only thing I will guarantee is no duplicates. So, like, say, because I know I've got a ton of, I think I've got frog tits, I've got about 1 million frog tits in there that I just need to get rid of. So like, you guys will find out. It's one of those ones, when you order something, you get a lot for free extra on top of that. And we're just going to run this until all the models are gone, essentially. So it's first come, first serve. That I have told the guys on the Discord about this sale, and they've already made good use of it. So it's gonna be one of those ones you're just gonna have to go on the website and just have a wee hook about and see what there is, you know what I mean? Like, so you just go on and see what you can get your hands on and pick it up before it's gone, because once it's gone, it is gone forever. Well, not really forever, but you know what I mean. Like, you can't get it from my store anymore. Although I'm probably, I think, like, I'm never going to completely cut off the idea. Like, you know, there may be a day where I start doing text-speech videos again. There may be a day where I start selling 3D models again. I would never shut the door completely on anything. There's never a definitive, nope, that's it, job done, we're never going back. Do you know what I mean? So you never know. What I would say is actually sign up on our email listing. Why would I say sign up on our email listing? Because it's the only way you can actually keep in contact with us without, like, you know, because the thing is, we know, like, we all know how fickle websites are and how hard it can be staying on a lot of the platforms. It's difficult. That's all I can say. It is. So, like, you know, if you sign up for an email listing, that'll probably do the ticket, and we'll be able to keep up to speed with you a lot easier. Is there anything else worth me talking about? Is there anything you guys would like? Again, the only reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like there's a lot I have to talk about, and Garbu's not here, and I feel like so many people keep asking. And again, it's one of those ones, I feel like if I keep going, am I just gonna repeat myself in circles? Maybe. Maybe. Normally I like to do these live, because if I do them live, then, you know, people can agree to ask questions while we're there, you know? Should I turn this off and just do a live stream instead? I should probably just do a live... No, I'm not doing that. I'm already half an hour in. I've got so much other stuff that I need to do today. So yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and go through all my models that I'm working on at the minute, and I'm going to show them off. So the first group of models that I'm going to show you guys is my... Now, guys, please don't shout at me. Please don't shout at me, because I know some of you guys are going to shout at me like, James, why are you doing this? Why are you getting them? Why are you painting them models? I know Trench Crusade is run by interesting people, but what I will say is the models are cool, and I'm not interested in actually playing any like tabletop games at the minute. Like, you know, I don't have the time. Like, when it comes to war games, I really just don't. Like, you know, not until Ozzy gets a bit older and then he'll be able to play with us will I be able to do all this sort of stuff. Like, at the minute, I'm kind of stuck in like a halfway point, you know, but I'm really enjoying the models, and the models are giving me, like, it feels like it's been so long since I've painted anything. Like, honestly, I haven't been actively painting. I painted a wee bit in 2022, but like, honestly, that was for like a couple of weeks, and then Megan's mum got really ill, so that went out the window, and then everything happened. But before that, the last time I was actively painting was like 2019, and I am loving doing all these models, and I'm working on so many different techniques, and I'm working on so many different like weathering effects, and I'm working on it with new products and stuff like that, and it's just really fun. And you know, the biggest thing I'm working on models that I like the look of, that I think are cool. I'm not bound by any like, oh no, and I'm not bound by like, oh well, I don't play that army, so I can't get that box, because I used to always think that. I used to think, if I buy that box set, it's gonna, I've wasted the money because I can't play with it. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't want the army, I just want that one model. But I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, I don't care, I'm just gonna build, kit bash, paint, and do whatever the fuck I feel like, because I'm not going to be bound by any of that sort of stuff anymore. And it's really liberating, and I would really recommend it. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are like that. I don't know, I've always loved painting, and I've always loved modelling, and I would honestly say modelling is probably my favourite aspect of it all. I love this stuff. So look, I'll go through what I've been doing. So I'm working on some mechanized infantry, and here's a few pictures. I think they look really cool. Definitely a lot of them are not finished yet. I don't know if I'm going to be showing a lot of this sort of stuff, like, you know, if I've got nice photos or not, but I think they look cool, and I'm really happy with them, and I think they are coming together. What else am I working on? All Guardsman Party, and that's a given, but I've only put them on the bases, so I'm not even going to bother bringing them up again. I've been working on some goblins, and I think the goblins look quite nice, if I say so myself. They were the first ones that I did. I did this model, this mechanized infantry one, and I think he looks really cool, and I think he looks really nice, but I don't really like the colour that I went for. He was more of a test model. I think the paint job looks good itself, but the actual, it's too sci-fi for me. I need something more like army, do you know what I mean? It just doesn't work for me. So yeah, I'm doing that. I've got some goblins, I got some Black Flail Knights, I got some Heretic Legion stuff. I absolutely love this artillery witch. I love the look of her, and I can't wait to start painting her, if I'll be honest with you. There's so much of these models that I'm so looking forward to getting done. But again, I'm only been painting like once. I've got a lot going on, again, with a newborn and all that sort of stuff. It is hard to get the painting done, but I have been putting them together. It's not a pile of shame, because they will be done. Don't laugh at me, guys, okay? But again, we're trying to learn techniques, and a lot of the models that I have painted, I'm going to be going back and I want to redo them. Like, I absolutely love this observer model. Let me just get it up here. Where is the observer? There it is here. That's it on the whip stage. Let me get it in the actual finish stage. There we go, that's it there. Now I'm going to go back and do that model again. So well, but I think it looks really nice. I'm actually really happy with it. But again, I'm more just doing test test runs at the minute. I'm so rusty and I'm so out of sync when it comes to painting. I think a lot of people don't believe that I can paint. I'm actually not bad at painting. Like, I would say when you look at a lot of people online, I'm pretty much average. But like, I think I'm pretty good, and I'm fast at painting as well. Like, I'm way faster than most people that I've met. I'm quite good at getting models tabletop ready. You know, like I can batch paint like there's no tomorrow, so I'm pretty good at that in that front. But honestly, I've just been having a lot of fun painting, and I've been really enjoying it, and it's nice. And anytime I see something, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna print that for myself, and I print it, and I'm really happy with it, and they come out nice, and it just makes me happy. Yeah. Oh, here, check this one out. This one's probably my nicest model that I've got at the minute that I've done. This is one of my Hell Knights. I still have a bit of work to do on him. He's a bit dark. In the photo he looks good, but in real life I think I want to brighten him up a wee bit. I'm going to add a bit more speckling, because he is just very, very dark, to the point of, like, you know, I would like him a wee bit shinier. That, and also I think I'm going to do his back a wee bit and add some fabric, and instead of the chain keep that he has, I think I'm going to add a bit of cheesecloth. Now, I have actually been messing about with fabric and stuff. Let me see, are they there? No, the Sin Eater's not in my drawer, but I think the Sin Eater looks really cool. I'm really happy with the Sin Eater, so I am, but I'm going to start that model again because look, trial and error. I started doing the keep way later on, and it could look better. And I love the model, so I think I know what I'm doing with this time around. You know, it's one of the, I just kind of want to, you know what this entire video is? It's going to be, I just think it's neat. This is me showing off. Look, this is my cool model. This activates my neurons. Okay, guys. Some things just make you happy. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm about. I think, you know. And I think that's one of the biggest things with, like, our channels and whatnot. Like, you know, we spend so much time talking about shitty experiences with dickhead people that you just can't stand. And, like, you know, we do spend a lot of time talking about, like, you know, terrible game groups, terrible sessions. But I think just focus on the stuff that you love doing. Like, this is why I don't like talking about Wizards of the Coast anymore, because I don't want to talk about them. I just think they're a trash company, and I don't want anything to do with them anymore. Like, they've proven time and time again that they are just incapable of doing absolutely anything. And same with Games Workshop, frankly, although I have bought some odd kits. I did buy Aussie Plus Gold, although I'm going to be got my eyes on something, guys. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, is my microphone going? 1 second, sorry. No, it's all good. So as I just had to check there, I wasn't speaking directly into the microphone. Sorry about that. But yeah, honestly, do things that make you happy. Genuinely, that's all I can tell you. Like, do things that make you happy, and do things that don't make you regret life. You know, like, you know, there's a lot of regrets that I have in my life of things that, oh, I wish I'd done that. But again, like, as I was saying earlier with the movie, go watch the movie Mr. Nobody. Trust me, you'll really enjoy it. You will. Like, honestly, it's a great movie, and it really does make you think about the choices that you've made in life, and have you got to the right position in life? And if you think the answer is no, then, you know, do some simple changes. You don't have to do everything overnight. Like, you know, like a big one for me, like, I started getting fat. When did I start getting, like, proper fat? I started getting proper fat maybe 2016, 2017, and then the time I started doing YouTube. And I feel like it was because I felt like I was chained to my computer desk. I felt absolutely chained to it, in the sense of, because if you're doing YouTube and you're doing anything like this, you don't know if what you're doing is going to work. You don't know if you're going to get, like, if anyone's going to be interested in it. You've got no idea, but you just still try and do what you can. And it's one of those ones where you don't even know the ripple effects until 3 months down the road, and by that point it's too late. You really have no idea how bad things are going to be until they're already here, type of mentality. And that's where I felt like, oh, if I wasn't working on something, or if I wasn't being productive, I felt like I was wasting time, and I felt like I couldn't afford to do anything. And that's why I couldn't go to the gym. I feel like genuinely bound by the computer, whereas, like, I was working like 13, 14 hours a day some days, you know, just because I felt like I had to do that, you know. And now I'm at a point where my other businesses that I run, they're making good money, and I don't have to do half as much work. Now, could I make a lot more money if I did more of it? Yes, most definitely. Could I double the money that I'd be making right now? And I would say I make a healthy living at this point in my life, you know. honestly, it just works. And I know a lot of you guys are asking, James, what is it you actually do? All I can say is I run Facebook ads for faceless websites, you know what I mean? And I've got a couple of different websites, and I have to make new ads, and I throw up new ads, and I, you know, all that sort of stuff, mostly static ads, but sometimes I go with video ads and whatnot. And it does well. It does really, really well, and I don't need to worry so much, because like if you think about it, like, you know, as long as you're paying the machine, like say I think if you pay £100 a day, let me get it up here, let's see, let me open up my ad account and to give you guys an idea. And I'm not going to show you anything, but I'll read out some of the stats just so you guys can get an idea of how many views you get, and like how many people actually see what it is you're doing and all that sort of thing. So boom, impressions. So my top ad that has seen the most amount of people, the most amount, so I've spent £214 this month on that ad, and it has been seen by 33,000 people. So it has now. Again, Facebook just divides up them ads, and like it advertises them for you, essentially, you know what I mean? So you don't have to worry too much. But yeah, it's one of those ones, it just works. Like, you know, the machine, like people talk about this all the time, where say you were talking to your wife or your girlfriend or whatever, and they said to you, oh, can you pick up dog food on your way home? Yeah, sure, no sweat. And then suddenly you see an advert for dog food. I'm telling you, have you ever seen the movie Minority Report? Because that's where we're at. That's where we're at, guys. And I'm not taking the piss for that. Facebook ads are fucking demonic, and they work. And I think if you run any form of online business, depending on what it is, I've been experimenting with tabletop ads, but the thing is, tabletop ads, it's very niche. It's a very small market, so it is kind of hard. You are better off with just normie tier products. You know what the best people to sell to is? Fucking boomers. I'm not even joking. See, my average customer is an American boomer with a Punisher Israel Facebook banner, and I'm not taking the piss. That is actually like that is the average. It's either that or like hyper-liberal, you know what I mean? I don't know why it seems to attract both, or maybe the product isn't political, it's just more of an age thing than anything. But like, you know, the average age from people that are banned from us is like 60, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's a thing. But again, look, it's one of those ones. I don't really want to talk about it too much, but just to give you guys an idea, because I am doing this sort of thing, it does give me time to be able to go to the gym, and it does give me time to be able to plan out my meals a lot better, and it does give me the time to be able to spend time with Ozzy and Sid and Megan, and it does allow Megan to be able to stay home and, you know, not have to work and whatnot. But she still does, like, you know, her family in the chippy, like, you know, she only goes in now. Well, she's not back yet, but she'll like help her dad out, essentially. Like, you know, she'll come in just to cover her dad's, where dad gets time off. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's where she's at the minute. And I don't know, things have just went well. You know, life's going well, and I know a lot of people keep asking, it's like, well, where are you? What's going on? What's not going on? You know what? A lot more people have been asking me recently. It's like, James, what happened to your old Discord server? You know, the really cursed one. It's like a lot of people seem to like be trying to, I don't know, I think they all got banned or whatever. I mean, that place was a hotbed of domestic terrorists. That's all I can say. See, the amount, like, I'm quite happy now that I don't get random messages on Discord from like obvious like intelligence agents operatives being like, so James, what's your views on domestic terrorism? It's like, Jesus Christ, guys, Jesus Christ. I think I've been marked off the list, so I have, because it's been like maybe about a year and a half since I've got one of those messages. It used to be all the time. It was like, mate, what the fuck is going on? Come on, guys, please stop that. But yeah. I think that's where I'm going to wrap up, though. We're 40 minutes in. I think I've talked about everything that I need to talk about. I'll put all the links down below, just if there's anything that I've been talking about that you guys are interested in. My view, like, you know, look, so Megan, she's only on Unhinged now. That's where she's gone. Garbro, he's having a battle. No, he's actually just away. He's out of state at the minute, so he is doing some stuff. He'll probably let you guys know whenever he's back. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm down 70 pounds. The deck of many triggers is coming. It's almost there. The guardsman party has been finished, and it has the models are up for sale as well. Well, STL files anyway. Is there anything else? Meh, I don't think so. Look, I'm gonna love you guys and leave yous. Again, I I wanted to put something out. I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I would rather do something than nothing, and I feel like I've been meaning to do this video for a while, and I know this video isn't particularly entertaining at all. Like, it's really not, but I feel like I'm just going to link it anytime someone asks a question, because these are like the main questions that I seem to get at the minute. So this is my update for April 2025. Oh my word, when did I start? Let's see. So I would argue that I've stopped doing YouTube now. So it's been 4 years. No, it's been 6 years. Fuck, 6 years. I started doing YouTube full time August 2nd, 2018. So I did. Jesus Christ, that's a long time. Now, mind you, I don't really do YouTube anymore. Well, we do. Like, you know, what's this? But it's not a focus at all. I'm gonna keep doing it though. Like, I enjoy doing it. I do like it. I'm never gonna fully give it up, I don't think, unless life gets in the way, and might have to. But, like, you know, until then, we'll find out. So yeah, if you guys want some STL files for the World Party, check out the Kickstarter. If you guys want some models from me and a lot of extra stuff for free, go ahead, check out nickbeardy.co.uk. If you want to find where Megan is, you can use code online50 for 50% off your first month on Unhinged. You can cancel at any given time, and we have over 100 videos now up there, so that's a thing. I think that's about it. I don't really, like, you know, again, like, I know I'm really bad at this because I do ramble. I need someone to, like, grind me. So I really need someone to grind me when it comes to YouTube videos, because otherwise I just ramble and rant and leave, and it turns into, like, an uncoherent mess, which is kind of what this video is. But I think it's not all of the videos on this channel, are they not all incoherent, rambling messes that are not fit for public consumption at all? Maybe, who knows? But look, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I would say hope you guys enjoyed this one, but really, what, it's just an update video, guys. It's really not else, nothing I can say. Links to everything that I've talked about down below, and I will do a wee light up as well, so I will write everything down below. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. Bye.